Wednesday, we first told you about Corey Adams, the Lewis Palmer football player who's headed to Kansas State on a full-ride scholarship, which is pretty rare for a kid who plays such a specialized position. 4 years ago, Corey Adams was just trying to find his niche.
I really picked it up by just messing around freshman year with some friends at practice because I needed a long snapper.
What started out as messing around became his passion.
I told my dad I wanted to do it in college, so he started taking me to some camps.
Those camps changed his life. Thanks to the teaching of Chris Rubio, Corey Adams became the #1 ranked long snapper in the country, a celebrity of sorts among his peers at snapping camp.
Corey happened to be the last kid of the top 12 snappers, so there's 11 other kids following me around, and I can hear him murmuring in the background, like, where's Corey Adams, Corey Adams, Corey Adams, because they've heard of this kid from Lewis Palmer High School, and they're not too sure where Monument, Colorado is. Finally shows up, coming off, and you've got this big, tall, almost lanky kid walking real slow like he does, and I just immediately started clapping. And everyone turns and looks, and I said, there he is, ladies and gentlemen, #1.
Now, #1 is headed to Kansas State to fulfill his dream of playing college football.
I think our first game is going to be at Auburn, so it's going to be like 80,000 people, so that should be fun.
And the Auburn Tigers will win!
It's kind of hitting home now that it could be really big time, and I'm probably more nervous than he is watching that snap. The first snap during a big game, yeah.
For years, the position of long snapper has been underappreciated and gone unnoticed. But recently, we found out just how important and tough it really is.
Too wide to bring it in.
Bad exchanges this year cost both the Bengals and the Cowboys their NFL season.
There's a lot of pressure because no one knows your name unless you mess up. I mean, you're not recognized until you do mess up. So the best thing is not to mess up, to stay unnoticed.
But keeping a low profile is tough for Corey Adams these days. After all, he's #1, and right now, that's a lot of fun. Well, that camp that Corey Adams is referring to is the Chris Saylor Kicking Camp. If you want to follow in his footsteps, maybe get a scholarship as a long snapper, log on to KKTV.com, click on sports for a link to that camp website.